And of course, in your points that you asterisk, you said, a Nigeria where no child go to bed hungry, a Nigeria where workers aren't living wages, not starvation wages, a Nigeria where justice is not commodity for the highest bidder. It's part of our tragedy today. Our justice system is part of our tragedy. And perhaps the judges are not understanding. The more you deny people justice, the more you create insecurity in the land. The more you create trust deficits that will consume the country. I do hope and I pray the judiciary that we grew up to know as a young people, that you can rush to for justice, they will restore it back. Nigerian judiciary that was training the African judicial establishments, one of the best in the world today. One of our judges was the president of something, I think one of the International Court of Justice, one of Nigerian judges. That was the level that we have reached as an institution, the judicial institution. But today you find out judiciary interfering in affairs of parties. And the law says party sponsors a candidate. The last election we had in Ondo, 48 hours to the election, Labour candidate was imposed by the Court of Appeal. And then you have also judiciary that interfere in INEC processes. So what do we do as citizens? We cannot lose hope. We don't have any other country except Nigeria. All we can do is to motivate them, to advise them that, look, you are judge, you have children, you have relatives, you have friends that are still in Nigeria. As a governor, as a president, you still have relatives in Nigeria. As army chiefs, you have children, relatives that exist in Nigeria. So who is deceiving who? Who is cheating who? We go to the same market, the same hospital. So there's nothing that is different, that there is just that maybe there are any more in terms of money than we, so they don't feel it when they spend. But their relative, their close and distant relative suffer the same thing that we are suffering. Our appeal to them is that to allow the system to function. We are dealing with a virgin economy. Nigeria is one of the most blessed countries on earth. We have not even started exploiting our natural mineral resources. No justification for poverty, for this insecurity that is ravaging the nation. I have never thought in my lifetime, and I always tell people, I have never thought that I wake up one day, Nigerians are kidnapping themselves. Nigerians are killing themselves. And then largely they are homogeneous people. The Southeast are homogeneous. The Northwest are homogeneous. Now look at the crisis in Osun State, where communities are perishing. 2 communities killing, burning their houses. Homogeneous people. So what is wrong with us? Something fundamentally is not connecting. And we need to think about it for the future of the country. I told them I'm envisaging hurricane coming. This hurricane may affect everyone. I say even me, I may be a victim of the hurricane. Because anyone who understands the political hurricane when it is coming, don't think it's an individual thing, it's an act of God. You will make a mistake to think that it is you. Because God is just using you. You don't know how far it will go. But if you put your act together, you work with all honesty and sincerity of purpose, you will be shielded from it.